What's up guys, I'm Nico of CAMCRUNCH, and today's question is going to be about flashes. If you guys want to ask your own question, be sure to go to camcrunch.com/ask and I'll try to answer your question. If it's a quick question, I'll answer by email, or if it's a bigger question that a lot of people will benefit from, I'll definitely answer it in one of these videos or in a blog post. But again, today's question is about flashes, and the question was, when you're starting off and you just want one flash, should you get one that's a full manual flash like a YN560 by Yongnuo, or something with ETTL like the Yongnuo YN568EX with ETTL high speed sync and all that good stuff? And the answer is it depends. Now, it depends what you want to do with your flashes. If you're going to be doing like events where you need an on-camera flash, a flash mounted to your camera, I definitely recommend going with a flash with ETTL like this Yongnuo YN568EX. Or, if you're using Canon flash, something like the Canon 430EX2 or 580EX2 or even the new 600 EXRT, something like that. And the reason for that is because ETTL is really, really great, and companies have been doing a lot of work in trying to perfect ETTL. And what ETTL means is basically when you're using your camera will meter the scene, and depending on your scene and the distance of your subject and what your settings are, it will know how much power to release from your flash to get the a nice looking image, the proper exposure. So companies have been doing a lot of work, and this technology has advanced to the point where it gets it right most of the time. Sometimes you'll need to ride the flash compensation in order to get a better picture, but for the most part, ETTL is great. And if you're using your flash on camera, definitely get an ETTL flash. So if you're going to use it on camera and you're thinking of doing some off-camera flash work, still spend that extra money on the ETTL flash. To give you a comparison, this is around $80 for this full manual flash. This one with ETTL is around $200, and you can get something like the Canon 430EX for 200 something. You can get it refurbished for actually like 200, and the 580EX or the 600 EXRT, those are around 400 to 500 to 600. I'm actually not sure, but it's more than 400 definitely, maybe more than 500. So those are expensive, but if you want a cheaper one, definitely look at like some third-party camera brands. But yeah, if you're going to be using the flash on camera as well, definitely go for the ETTL. Now, if you're just going to do off-camera flash work and you just want one flash, definitely I think you could save the extra money and just go for the manual flash, because for the most part you will be using your off-camera flash in manual mode. I don't think you'll be using ETTL too much. ETTL is nice, and it can be quick, but sometimes it's inconsistent when you have your flash on off your camera, so you want the full control over it. The only time I see you getting something that's fully featured is if you want high-speed sync, and high-speed sync is unless you're going to be using that feature a lot, I don't think it's worth it to the average consumer, considering it's a flash like that is more than double the price of a full manual flash. So I think if you're just going to be using a flash off camera, definitely save the extra money and go for a fully manual flash, something like the Yongnuo YN560, or I think there's a new, there are a whole bunch of options out there that you can get now. But again, if you're going to be using your flash on camera as well as off camera, spend that extra money for the ETTL. But if you're just going to be using it off camera, just save the extra money and go for a fully manual flash, whether it's a Yongnuo flash or a used Nikon SB, something like that. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. If you have any other questions, if any of you have any other questions, go to camcrunch.com/ask and I'll do my best to answer your question as soon as I can, whether it's through an email, if it's a short question, a video, or a blog post. And again, I'm Nico of CAMCRUNCH, and I'll see you guys in the next video.